collapse and then explode. I don't want to explode. So here's us, on the raggedy edge. Come a day, there won't be room for naughty men like us to slip about at all. I'm taking your sister under my protection here.
She's conditioned for combat. She's a creature of extraordinary grace.
The only people she's a threat to is us on this boat.
River, do you want to stay with them?
It isn't safe for them.
Every minute you keep her from me, more people will die.
You think I care?
Of course you can. The Alliance has gone through enormous struggle to find a little friend. You don't know what it is you're carrying.
Somebody say, hell yeah!
You know that guy.
I really don't.
It's worse than you.
It usually is.
So where's it writ that we gotta lay down our lives for her?
You want to run this ship?
Yes.
But you can't. No more on it. Time to misbehave.
It's a fair bet the Alliance knows what's coming.
No, we're not going to see this coming.
Do you really think any of us are going to get through this?
Well, I might.
This is going to get pretty interesting.
Define interesting.
God of God, we're all going to die?
No. The universe is going to know the truth.
You willing to die for that?
I am.
There are a lot of interests in this town. FBI, CIA, DEA, ATF, IRS. Right now, they're scared of you.
I know everyone that you're going to meet. I know what they want and why.
Anything else?
No, sir.
They brought him to Washington to win a war.
Will we get invited to the White House?
Well, I don't know about that, honey.
None of my friends can freaking believe my dad's actually the drug czar. What is going on?
We need to take down one of these cartels.
They took her husband to send a message.
What is going on? They came into the house. They just took him away.
The DEA has got it. Do not discuss anything over the telephone.
How am I going to survive this?
They apprehended a witness to win their case.
We hire drivers with nothing to lose and throw a lot of product at the problem. This has worked for years.
I have actually dreamed about this. About busting the top people, rich people, white people.
And they paid an informant to get the truth.
In Mexico, law enforcement is an entrepreneurial activity.
You should feel good about this.
I feel like a traitor.
But the war they thought they had won
You might want to pencil in a little FaceTime with your daughter.
See? Now you see?
Let's do some more.
is just beginning.
Who does Carl sell to?
You should not have any contact with those people.
The doll is high impact, pressure molded. It's odorless, undetectable by the dogs, undetectable by anyone. I want the principal witness against my husband killed.
Agent, no! We're going after their top guys.
Your government surrendered this war a long time ago.
The director of Aaron Brockovich and Out of Sight
I have a job for you, but I don't have much time.
takes you beyond the slogans.
Where the hell are the drugs? Where are they?
Behind the corruption.
You make us believe you got a boss.
That's a death sentence.
And into the depths of an underworld.
You worry about getting me what I want. I worry about myself.
Where no one
Open the door!
Don't do this vigilante thing.
gets away clean. Michael Douglas.
Just tell me where my daughter is.
Don Cheadle.
We got you making the deal on tape.
Benicio del Toro.
It's all about the money.
Dennis Quaid.
Stay out of this.
And Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Now get out of the car and shoot him in the head.
Traffic.
Goldie's dead. I've been framed for murder, and the cops are in on it.
Open up, please.
I'll be right out. Looking for Nancy Callahan?
Eyes to the stage, Pilgrim. She's just warming up.
Made a terrible mistake. We need to get out of here right this second.
This clown's out of control. Followed him here to make sure he didn't hurt any of the girls.
Us helpless little girls.
It's time to prove to your friends that you're worth a damn. Sometimes that means dying. Sometimes it means killing a whole lot of people.
city, and you can find anything.
In telling the story of my father's life, it's impossible to separate fact from the fiction, the man from the myth. The best I can do is to tell it the way he told me.
If there was one thing you can say about it, Bloom,
was that I was intended for larger things. I was the biggest thing Ashton had ever seen.
From the imagination of director Tim Burton.
most men, they'll tell you a story straight through. It won't be complicated, but it won't be interesting either.
Did you ever think that maybe you're not too big? But maybe this town is just too small?
They say when you meet the love of your life, time stops. And that's true. Your mother was never supposed to marry me. She was engaged to somebody else.
Forget it, kid. Don't waste your time. She's out of your league.
You don't even know me.
Sure I do. You were hot stuff back in Hickville. But here in the real world, you got squat.
Now, I may not have much, but I have more determination than any man you're ever likely to meet.
Sandra Templeton, I love you and I will marry you.
I was drying out. This season.
Dad, I have no idea who you are.
What do you want, Will? Who do you want me to be?
Just yourself. Just show me who you are for once.
Discover an adventure as big as life itself.
In telling the story of my father's life,
Bravo Company, go!
doesn't always make sense. But that's what kind of story this is.
Big Fish.
Shoot me. Come on.
No, I can't
Do it! How'd you like that?
How do you do it?
Magic.
I'll perform this feat in a manner never before seen by yourselves or any other audience anywhere in the world.
The audience loved it.
This trick is top-notch.
You need to celebrate.
A real magician tries to invent something new. It's something that other magicians will scratch their heads over.
I suppose you have such a trick.
Actually, I do. It's the one they're gonna remember me for.
What happened?
It was the greatest magic trick I've ever seen. I need to know how he does it.
He has no trick. It's real. Every great magic trick consists of 3 acts. The first act is called the pledge. The magician shows you something ordinary, but of course, it probably isn't. The second act is called the turn.
He's obsessed with discovering your method.
The magician makes this ordinary something do something extraordinary. Now you're looking for the secret, but you won't find it. That's why there's a third act called the prestige. This is the part with the twists and turns, where lives hang in the balance.
Julie, come on!
And you see something shocking you've never seen before. This was built by a man who can actually do what magicians pretend to do.
Real magic.
I know what you really are.
How does he do it?
You want the truth?
Nothing is impossible.
Abracadabra.
No more secrets.
Secrets of my life.